Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning. How are you today? It is Wednesday. I'm super excited to be back here with another episode of Project Joy Live with you this morning. It's your favorite morning talk show. And if it's not, it will be. So stick around. We're going to be talking about stepping outside your comfort zone today. It's going to be an amazing show. So I invite you to stick around and let's hang out for a little while on an all new episode of Project Joy Live. Good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well today. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and this is Project Joy Live. It's your triple shot of good vibes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this 9 a.m. Eastern time hour. I hope you guys are doing well today. Welcome everybody on Facebook, on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, all of the places that we broadcast Project Joy Live. I definitely recommend, if you have not done it already, go follow us over on YouTube, the Breakthrough Show Network, because many of our shows only premiere there. You won't see it on other platforms. So I highly recommend that you go and follow us over on YouTube. Again, the Breakthrough Show Network, you will find us, I promise. So I'm very excited. We have a great show today. We're going to be talking about stepping outside of your comfort zone. I've got a breaking news segment for you today. We've got our Joyversation to have. We've got birthdays to celebrate, and it's going to be a great show. So I hope you will stick around and hang out for the conversation. I'm just doing all of my back end stuff here. That's one thing I will say. Throughout the years, it has been hard to sort of figure out what box we fit in with the Breakthrough Show Network. We're not a traditional podcast. I mean, traditional podcasting was audio only on podcast platforms. And we focus on video content here, talk show style. And so, it's always challenging to figure out, like, where do we where do we fit in here. But part of the thing with live streaming is that you are doing like the production, the show, the interviewing, the talking, all of that stuff at the both same time. And so it's a lot. It's a lot from time to time, but I'm glad to be here with you today, and I will continue to juggle until the cows come home, because I love this. I love what I do. I love sharing this space with you guys for the different shows that I'm a part of. And I also love having my hand in, as the creator of the network, having my hand into other people's shows and events and things that they're creating. It really brings me so much joy to be able to be a part of that stuff, And so I'm really glad to be here with you guys today. As you can tell, I don't even have my glasses on today. I was chatting with some friends before the show, and got caught up. You're in the middle of conversation and you get caught up with things. And so I was running late and I did not have the time to grab my glasses. So I tell my daughters, I'm like, go find my glasses. Any other moms out there have this issue where you tell your kids to go find something, and you tell them exactly where it is? Like, hey, can you grab my glasses on top of my table? And then they go and they're like, Mom, it's not there. And then you go and they're right where you said they were. And the funny thing about it, they always are like, man, they try to shift it as like a compliment. They're like, you just you're just using your witchy powers. You're just so good. You know where everything is. And I'm like, perhaps if we opened our eyes, boys and girls, if we opened our eyes, we would be able to see them. So let me know if you're a parent out there and have that same issue with your with your kiddos. It's always a fun time in the Circus de Dugas around here. All right, so listen, we got breaking news to share with you this morning, so let's do it. All right. In today's breaking news, we have an update on Pope Francis, who has been hospitalized for some time with a respiratory infection. Reports say that he had a restful evening last night. I know we talked about it on Monday, so I wanted to update you guys. He had a restful evening and even ate breakfast this morning, which is a positive sign for his recovery, obviously. Anytime we hear about health challenges, whether they're personal, affecting a loved one, or in the headlines, it can feel upsetting, even if it's someone that we don't like or are not affected by in some kind of way. It's a reminder for us of our mortality, I think, but it's also a reminder that we can still find joy even in difficult moments. As we talked about on Monday, there are 3 key ways that we can do that. First, by focusing on what we can control. Sometimes that means making healthy choices. Sometimes it means simply offering support. And second, staying out of comparison. Everyone's healing process and medical journey are different, and comparison can take away from the joy of small victories. And finally, on Monday, we talked about finding moments of joy wherever we can, whether it's a laugh, a song, or gratitude for another day. Another story making headlines is the wave of federal employees facing job loss. This kind of news can bring up feelings of uncertainty for many of us, not just for those directly affected, but for all of us watching it unfold. And while it's easy to let fear take over, what if we chose to reframe it? That's a lot of what we do here on Project Joy Live. Losing a job, just like any unexpected change, can feel like an ending, but it can also be a new beginning. It's a chance to shift, to explore something new, to reconnect with who we are beyond what we do. When we see news like this, instead of sinking into worry, we can tap back into the joy within us, the part of us that isn't tied to a title, a paycheck, or a position. Because at the end of the day, what we do is only one part of who we are. And speaking of transitions, after all the Super Bowl hype, Travis Kelce is now dealing with the sting of a big loss. While meanwhile, Taylor Swift's tour is coming to an end, and news reports are saying that they're both looking forward to spending more time together. And listen, I love that for them, but it also got me thinking, why do we often wait until things slow down to prioritize the people who matter most? We tell ourselves when work settles, when things are less hectic, when the timing is right. But the truth is life is always going to be full. I had a situation like that recently where I was working with a practitioner and she was like, it's obviously not good timing to work on this particular thing. And I'm like, it's never good timing. And so that situation helped me realize that I was not really aligned with that practitioner. I am a get it done now kind of person. But we don't have to wait for a less busy season to be intentional about the people that we love. We can prioritize relationships right now, in the middle of the hustle, in the in-between moments, in the little ways that could add up to something bigger. So whether it's our health, our careers, or our relationships, today's headlines remind us of one thing: joy isn't something we find after the storm. It's something we create in the middle of it. So I hope that that serves you well today. Let's get to our joyversation of the day. All right, we have a fun joyversation today. It's where joy meets conversation. We get to know each other, have a little conversation. What is your favorite game to play? And who is someone you'd like to play that game with? That is our joyversation conversation question of the day. What is your favorite game to play, and who is someone you'd like to play that game with? Now, this is going to be, I'm going to give you a commercial break to think about this question, but it's something that, that I had to really think about for a minute myself, because I love games. I am definitely a gamer at heart. And, I remember, like, I have a photo. I wish I had it right here. I know it's in my box. Maybe I'll bring it on Friday's show. But I have a photo of my brother and I, Christmas at some point in the late 80s, getting our first Nintendo. And so love Nintendo. We have a PlayStation and Xbox now. I have certain games that I play on my phone, and I love that I have certain people that I love to play those games with as well. So that is the question as we go to break. Comment down below, what is your favorite game to play, and who is someone you'd like to play that game with? Answer our Joyversation, and we'll be right back after this. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. Breaking news, I still haven't found my glasses, you guys. I know they're somewhere on my side of the bed, but I will find it eventually. I'm just blind in the process. Luckily, I'm close enough to the screen. That's why I'm a little bit closer today, you guys, because I can't see anything. All of that being said, so listen. We have to get to our Joyversation. If you haven't chimed in yet, please do so down below. What is your favorite game to play, and who is someone you'd like to play that game with? Bringing me a lot of joy this morning is the conversations that one of the conversations I was having before the show with a friend of mine from school days, and it was really great because we were talking about when we look like, when someone recognizes us somebody else or calls us by a different name. It was just fun conversation. So that's bringing me a lot of joy today. Something else that's bringing me a lot of joy is that we had our monthly host meeting last night, which was a blast. It's always fun for me to get together with the other creators on our network and have a conversation about what we're working on, and getting to update them on some of the things behind the scenes of the Breakthrough Show Network that maybe they don't even realize is going on. And so it was fun. It was a blast. I know I want to head over to the comments really quickly as we answer our Joyversation, and I'll share a couple other things. So Miss Teresa's out there. Good morning. Good to see you, Teresa. Miss Danielle is here. Danielle could not attend our host meeting last night because it was her and Miguel's anniversary. So happy anniversary again to you guys. I hope you had a great time. Let me know how Hell's Kitchen was. What did you think about the experience? I know they went over to Hell's Kitchen at Foxwoods, and I hope you guys had a great time with that. So Teresa, to answer our Joyversation, she said she used to love playing Dr. Mario with her mom. And so I saw that comment come in while we were on break, you guys, and I had to have a little I'll play a second of that, but I used to love the Dr. Mario music. And I also used to play that with my mom as well. My mom would she would get all into it. She gets into Dr. Mario the way that I get into Overcooked now on the PlayStation. We also played a lot of Tetris together. We love Tetris. I don't know if you've played it, Teresa, but we have the Battle Ultimate Tetris, and it makes all these other funky things happen. Like if you get the one block and it has the ghosts in it, it makes all the blocks disappear. So you just have to place your block based on memory. Anyway, it kicks it up a notch. Lately, I've been playing Bupkis with Anthony. I've heard of that, but I don't really know what it is. You need to explain it to me. Explain it to me. Danielle said, I love Skip-Bo. Used to play with my mom when I was a kid, but now with my daughter, Veronica. Also, Mad Libs. Oh my gosh. I love some Mad Libs. Let me tell you something. I love some Mad Libs. I never used to play Skip-Bo so much, but I used to love. So I told you I'm a gamer, right? Before we went to break. As far as like tabletop games go, I love Phase 10. I love Phase 10. I love some Uno. I don't really know anybody that hates Uno. Just if you hate Uno, you're probably not going to be playing many games with us. But I love Phase 10. I love Uno. What else do I like? I like Boggle. I love a lot. There's not really many games that I go, oh my God, this is awful. I don't want to play them. I don't like ones that are too terribly involved. I like it to be fun rather than trying to spend the entire time figuring out what the hell I'm doing. Um, but at any rate, we have Yahtzee. Yes, yes, to the Yahtzee. Love some Yahtzee too. So I love those games. And then for on my phone, what do I have on? I've got to look here, you guys. Okay, so I play Merge Dragons. A couple of my kids play it. I play with Teresa, but it's not really like you're playing with anybody. I just like the cute little dragons. I also play the New York Time games with my kids. We play Wordle on their connections, strands, Sudoku, the mini crossword puzzle, things like that. And we have this little competition going in our family chat. What else do we have going on here? Every now and then, I used to be really into Pokemon Go. Not so much anymore, but every now and then I'll open it up. What else do I? Yeah, that's really all I'm playing. I'm occasionally Diner Dash, something like that. But I was really into Monopoly for a while. I don't play that anymore because it really gets annoying to me when we're all into playing games and then people just take it so seriously that it sucks the fun right out of it. I just can't. I don't want to. I don't want to be a part of that, guys. Like life is too short. I don't want to do it. All right. Bupkis is a dice game similar to Yahtzee. Sometimes it's called 10,000. You play with 6 die and it's a lot. I need to find this now. Okay. So Teresa, question. Do you have to buy the game Bupkis, or is it a game where if you had 6 dice, I'm holding up 4. Why? 6 dice. That you could just play with the dice that you have. Let me know. Do you have to buy the game, or can you just like look up the directions and play with 6 dice? Let me know. Yes, we love the Merge Dragons. It's relaxing for me. Okay. So that is our Joyversation for the day. What is your favorite game to play? And who is someone I guess I didn't answer the other part. I like to play games with my kids. I like to play with my husband as well. He likes to play Call of Duty a lot. So normally if I'm going to play a game with him, I get sucked into that. So I'm just not very good at that one. I was good when it was Call of Duty Ghosts, but these other things are wild for me. I don't know. But I also love to play with friends. Danielle, I'm just thinking we should do that one night. We should like go to a relaxed restaurant or coffee shop or something and bring board games. I think that would be a fun night instead of getting up to dance when my body's already killing me from body combat. Let me know. I think that would be fun though. Any 6 dice will do. Teresa said we can hang out and do this easy. Yes. We should schedule that after the show. Let's schedule that today. All right, you guys, I want to get to our main topic of the day, which is stepping outside your comfort zone. So today we are building on Monday's conversation about doing hard things, but we're taking it a step deeper, because sometimes the hardest thing that we can do is let go of what's comfortable. And it's so funny, when I shared in my story the episode, I used the song Comfort Zone from Vanessa Williams. And when I saw Vanessa Williams in concert, a little over, I think it was a little over a year ago now. That was what she opened her set with. And the words are "Welcome to the Comfort Zone." I think obviously the song has a little more of a romantic twist to it, but it does make you think about, sometimes it's nice. Like, comfort is like wrapping yourself in a warm blanket. And so it feels good there. So why would we want to step outside of that? And because then comfort becomes uncomfortable. Comfort is safe. Comfort is predictable. Comfort is easy. But while comfort gives us a sense of security, it also has a sneaky way of keeping us stuck. It can keep us from taking risks, from trying new things, from discovering just how much more is waiting for us. The truth is, real growth, real breakthroughs, and real joy happen just beyond the edge of what feels safe. That's where we stretch ourselves, where we evolve, where we find out what we're truly made of. But stepping outside of that cozy, familiar space isn't always easy, is it? I think about recently when I was talking about coming in and doing my workouts in the gym. I had a day where I woke up tired. I woke up muscles aching pretty badly, and I was definitely outside of any any realm of what could be considered comfortable. And I knew I had a workout I had to do. And I said, okay, I made a plan in that situation. I said, okay, I'm gonna try. And if it starts to feel like too much, I'm gonna go lay back down and try it again later. Instead of just being like, oh, forget this, I'm not gonna do it at all. But so the growth came from pushing outside of that comfort zone. So, why does the first step feel so hard? Think about a time when you knew you needed to make a change. Maybe it was a career shift, a new habit, a personal decision, but you hesitated. You felt that little knot in your stomach, that voice in your head whispering, "What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? What if I look ridiculous?" Our brains are wired to protect us from the unknown. We talked a little bit about brain science on Monday as well. It's part of our survival instinct. The moment we consider something new or different, our brain scans for potential risks. It doesn't care if that risk is real or just perceived. It wants to keep us safe. And I think part of this is why I became so passionate about doing our breaking news segment this season, because we are bombarded, especially with social media, guys, and more ways to take in breaking news. We see all of this stuff coming in, and our brains process it as it's happening to us. It doesn't know the difference. There's actually, as we were talking about games before, there's actually some studies that have been done where if you're playing a game like Call of Duty, Halo, something like that, that is like a war or fighting game, our brains oftentimes don't know the difference between being on an actual battlefield and a battlefield in the game. So we really have to watch that stuff. All right. But here's where it gets interesting. The fear of leaving our comfort zone is almost always worse than actually leaving it. Let me say that again. The fear of leaving our comfort zone is almost always worse than actually leaving it. The anticipation of taking the leap, the self-doubt, the anxiety, the what ifs often feels bigger than the reality of what happens once we go for it. Let's say you finally take that first step. You sign up for the class, you make the phone call, you commit to the new routine. The hardest part is done, right? Well, maybe. But here's the key: stepping outside your comfort zone isn't about just a single moment of bravery, it's about showing up again and again and again. How many times have we started something new only to retreat at the first sign of difficulty? Just like I was talking about with my workout. I was thinking about this earlier. Jessica several years ago would have gotten to a hard part in a workout and just said, forget it, I can't do it. But one of the biggest things I've learned in this whole routine, I think I'm on day 226 of showing up and moving my body in some kind of way in the morning. I've had to learn how to dial the intensity of things up or down rather than just throwing it away completely. That's one of the biggest things I've learned so far. And it talks about this, and we talk about this morning, and how many times we've started something new only to retreat to the first sign of difficulty. It's human nature, right? But the people who create lasting change, the ones who truly experience breakthroughs, like we talk about here on the network, are the ones who keep pushing even when it feels uncomfortable. Because the more we show up, the more we prove ourselves that we can handle the discomfort. And the incredible thing is that over time, once terrifying feeling becomes normal, what once seemed impossible becomes second nature. And that's how growth happens. Now, let's flip this around. What about when you've already built a routine, mastered a skill, or settled into something that once felt challenging? There comes a time when we outgrow the things that once scared us. And when that happens, we have a choice. Do we stay where we are in the familiar, or do we push ourselves again into something new? Stepping outside of our comfort zone isn't a one-time event. It's a cycle. We take a leap, we grow, we get comfortable, and then we need to leap again. I was just talking to another friend this morning about cycles and how that can often present itself as a comfort zone, even in the negative, which will be a whole nother rabbit hole for another episode. So maybe you're in a place today where you need to take the first step. Or maybe you've been in the same place for a while and it's time for something new. Wherever you are, know this: you are capable of so much more than you think. So I'll leave you with this. What is one way that you've stepped outside your comfort zone recently? Maybe it was speaking up when it was uncomfortable. Maybe it was learning something new. Maybe it was allowing yourself to dream bigger. Whatever it was, celebrate it. Because every time you step beyond something that's familiar, you're growing, you're evolving, and you're moving towards something even greater than you could even imagine. So let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's remind each other today that joy is waiting on the other side of our comfort zone. Let me know what you guys think about stepping outside your comfort zone, and we'll be right back after this with birthdays and finishing up the show.
Caldwell Williams. On April 4th, I was 90 years old, grandson of slaves. My parents were first generation free. A long time ago, I embraced the definition of love. Love is the experience of well-being, and a friend is one who mutually shares that experience of well-being with you, which opens up almost infinite creative possibilities.
We're told as children to go make friends, but what did that look like? And how has it changed over time? Friendship is one of life's greatest gifts, and sometimes one of its greatest challenges.
Someone who is there to support you, someone who is willing to go through the ups and downs of life with you.
Connection, but also the opportunity for learning and deeper connection.
If I don't talk to that person for 2 months, we pick up the phone like we've never stopped talking. To me, that is what a friend is.
Friend to me is someone I can share my joys, also the struggles I have.
Friend means somebody that you can talk to and that you can trust.
So a friend to me is actually someone really, really close. an inner circle person.
And I think it's an important discussion to pass on to other generations so they don't get caught being lonely at the end because they haven't thought about friends in different ways.
This is the Friendship Paradox, a raw and real exploration of connection. Through 26 voices across miles and time zones, we reflect on the friendships that shape us, challenge us, and teach us who we truly are.
I need your shoulder.
What does it mean to be a friend? How do we navigate connection in a world that's constantly changing? And what can we learn about friendship by looking within? This isn't just a film about friendship, it's a call to reflect on the relationships we built, the ones we've lost, and the sacred connection we have with ourselves. What does friendship mean to you? Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I hope you are doing well today. Happy Wednesday, you guys. We got to get to birthdays in just a moment, but Teresa's chiming in on our last segment. As part of my openness this year, I am supposed to get out of my comfort zone weekly, but I find I am jumping out of my comfort zone way more often than I expected I could. I think we hold ourselves back, you guys. I think we hold ourselves back, and we need to stop it. Stop it right now. Let's get to birthdays, you guys, as we finish up the show today.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, everybody that is celebrating. We have lots of birthdays to celebrate today in the world of celebrity. Chappell Roan, 27 years old today, a singer that everybody came to know if they didn't know her already through the Grammys recently. Jeff Kinney, the author of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, 54 years old today. Singer Seal, who we talked about recently as we were talking about Super Bowl commercials last week with Olivia. Seal is 62 years old today. And the great Smokey Robinson, 85 years old today. Such a powerhouse in the world of music. In the celebrities in my life, Michael Whitehouse has a birthday today, R.A. Savino, and then over the last couple of days, Maggie Monovan and Melissa Toussaint that I went to school with. Happy birthday to you guys. And then also coming up tomorrow, we have two Breakthrough alum. We have Amanda Lindsay having a birthday tomorrow, as well as Lisa Pinnock. So happy birthday to all of you guys. And let's get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chappell, Jeff, Seal, Smokey, Michael, R.A., Maggie, Melissa, Amanda, and Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Let's talk about what's happening on the Breakthrough Show Network this afternoon, as well as when I will be back with you guys. All right, so coming up later on today, just flipping over to my calendar here, we have Craft Circle happening with Brittany Floyd in our virtual community from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern time. You can bring your own craft, anything that you would like to do. Even if you don't have a physical craft, you could be working on some digital art, whatever you want to work on, you can come and bring with us to Craft Circle. Again, from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern time, you just go to our virtual community. It's happening in the Artist Studio. You go to the breakthroughshownetwork.com or .club, and you will see all of the different rooms there eventually. And it's also on the calendar with the link and all of that fun stuff. So I invite you to join us for Craft Circle today, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern time in our virtual community. I'll be back with you guys on Friday for an all new episode of Project Joy Live at this usual time. My youngest daughter, Leah, will be back with us on the show. She wants to talk about the movie Wicked, and I'm excited that she's going to share her joy about that movie and some of what she's experienced. We also have virtual co-working happening on Friday. We have an all-new episode of The Breakthrough Show at 1 p.m. Eastern with the incredible Grammy-nominated Joel Cross joining us back on the show. I cannot wait to reconnect with him. He was such a fantastic guest, and he is just a great human being. He's one of those people where you get in his energy and you're just like, this is the best place ever. So I'm so excited to have Joel back on the show on Friday. So definitely come and check us out. And then of course we have on Saturday the Soul Saturday Morning Coffee. So come and join us for that as well. I have one more very special birthday that I didn't include with the other birthdays today that I want to share. So my daughters have a very good friend, Lily, that they met in our homeschooling community. And we didn't even realize it turned out that they lived not far from us here. And I have become good friends with Lily's mom, Andrea, and today is her birthday. And I just want to wish Lily the most amazing birthday. We can't wait to celebrate with you on Saturday. It's going to be an amazing time. And I just want to not only wish you a happy birthday, but thank you for your friendship to my daughters, because I can't even express to you what you mean to them. So thank you so much for your friendship, and also happy birthday to Miss Andrea as well. We know us mamas celebrate our babies' birthdays as well, and so hope you guys have an amazing day celebrating. And as I said, I can't wait to see you guys on Saturday. So all of that being said, I hope you will find a way to step outside of your comfort zone today. And remember in the process that you are the joy in any situation. You just tap back into that joy within yourself. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. I want to thank you so much for joining us today. I'll be back with you guys on Friday. And remember that you are the joy. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.